Everybody, it's Patrick of the Pitch Deck. We're round 2 here with Azalea, but it's Sandscour Azalea. The opponent said that he tried to do this build where it's 75 to 80% dominate for all the Bravos that they're going to go against. So it's a nice little build to see outside of the normal Death Dealer range build, but this is going to be round 2. Hope you guys enjoy. Hey everybody, for this round, when we are doing sideboarding, it's just going to be your normal sideboarding for any Azalea. These two don't really change that much. However, I haven't played too much on Sandscour Azalea, or against I should say. So this version changes a little bit, I think. And you'll see it through this match how it kind of slightly differs. But going first into this particular matchup, just in general for Azalea, you don't want to get turn 1 or turn 0 dominated, basically. We take that game plan out of their toolkit for us so we can get an arsenal. So we want to send a lot of damage as much as possible, but our hand didn't really line up that well, so we get an E-Pot off the top. We get Emeritus, which would have been fine if this was like them going first and we're going second. Of course, we don't want that, but that's not what we want to see. Turn 0 for our turn. So we're just gonna put that on top, and we actually probably has the best setup in just terms of setup without actually letting them filter. Sometimes it's nice not to let them filter, but we do want to push damage, so unfortunately we can't push damage. Might as well get 2 E-Pots out there. So for the Sandscour, they have the option to look on top, and it's basically an extra op for them. Once they have the arsenal already set up because of the cross wrap for their helmet. So for here, he can either top deck or hand, which he'll go from hand just to load it, but then he still can dominate it from the top. So he reads and neglects the op because he already knows what it is. And then so now we're already at +6. He'll dominate this, and it's a immobilizing shot.
What does it do? For you, it's a red or white. Okay. If it hits, they can't play more than one attack during their next action.
So for us, it's a little tricky. We wanted to do a combination of flare plus snapback, which is a pretty common play line, right? We can't do that with the immobilizing shot. We can only play one, which kind of sucks. It's not very effective. So we're going to take a peek off the top here. We do see a blazing, which is really good. I wanted to just do at least one banish, but now it's forcing us to do a second banish. And we could have just shot this as well as this is, but then we can probably get a 2 cost. Which we do get a 2 cost, and it lines up evenly with this blue. So he only has 1 floating. We'll just shoot this for 3. And then we'll send in snapback for 5. So we're going to be sending 11, but just getting 10 in return. So pretty good trade, I think. In for 10.
35, and then 30 from blazing because it's 2 and 5, so 5.
30 all?
30 all, yep. No floating, and then let's see. Yeah, I'll take 10.
20?
20.
Now that we've taken 10, we're just going to set this red flare in our arsenal. It's not a bad combo piece if we ever need the opportunity to go ahead and combo off. The immobilizing shot's not much of a time walk. as other arrows are. So if we had just basically the same hand that we have now, it would have been nice just to block a couple, or at least block one, but then you can just go ahead with a spindle for 5. But here he is, I just pump it,
If it has a counter, blue card.
just a 2, but like blues get a lower defense value.
Yeah, that buff is good.
So the blue fletch.
I know what to do. Barb, counter.
And then so here's the barbed undertow. So basically this still guarantees a dominated hit, but this is our time walk. Because he can guarantee that we don't pitch a blue. So it's one of those things that it kind of sucks. So I'm basically forced to go again over the top. Since he didn't do it off the top with Sandscour and he did it from hand. Well, he did it from hand and then Azalea, which is the same thing. He only has 1 card and 1 float left over.
Or 0 floating, sorry.
Actually, no, he has no floating now. So he just has 1 card. There is a small combo that you probably do with the 2 pots and these 3 blues with this spindle, but it's not too great. So I'll kind of see what's off the top first. And depending on what he has in hand, well, actually, no, he'd straight AB it, because it's not like Sonic Boom where it's reduced cost. You have to have it at the cost that the damage comes through as. So basically, if I wanted to play this red spindle, he had to he would have to do no AB to it. This is one of the things that I'm not keen on, just like shooting just to play for it. So we Kano again. We get a boom, which is good. So of course, always shoot the boom, even if it's AB2 without a crucible.
3 and 1 float.
So AB2s.
2 and float.
He's only taking 1 here.
So 29.
And then we see a
Finishing off the top.
red flare, which is really good. This is damage, counting damage. Like basically, we're sending damage on on his turn both ways. So it's helping us out meet his dominated attacks with a good top deck. We can pump it. We're just missing it really right now. So we can pump and then use the red in my hand.
With the 1 floating.
Now we can just shoot this for 4.
4. Maybe 1. Take 3 to 26.
So it comes in for 4, so it's pretty nice just to have a
5.
8 damage turn meeting 7. So basically we keep going in the same life totals at this point,
22.
which is really nice after having 2 pots early game, so we can still kind of help out
So 20.
if we ever need to pop off when we can.
22, 13?
Yes.
Okay.
Those are one of the true time walks because we have a majority of blues in our hand. It's a time walk also for like Bravo. So if he's able to get it high enough without the Bravo sending an immovable or armor in front of it, it can just shut down the Bravo. We kind of have a funky hand, but it's doable. Premeditate, and then Azalea, which is fine.
Yeah, yours always good. Counter. Yep.
9 dominate.
9 dominate.
So heavy damage, we don't die if we take everything, which is good. Kind of gives us some options for our turn if we ever need it. So 9 dominate, we're not just dead. Our Our hand, of course, is slightly funky. Like I mentioned, I'm wanting to find wildfire. I'm wanting to hold on to this lesson in lava. That's one option. We don't really want to send 5 with spindle. If he takes 5 or whatever, takes 3, which is max after AB2, and we don't find the wildfire, this just helps guarantee it. So we're just gonna go ahead and use the spindle as block value right now. I did consider combo with lesson line and the flare.
And
Thank you. I'll break.
yeah.
Here he's gonna snap
Proceed for damage.
Taking 6.
So 7.
with on hits going through.
Or 3 going. I got a thunder.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's gonna go with Codex, so now he shields down.
No floating, yeah? Okay. Codex is fine. Yeah. Yeah.
You have a frailty, which I'm not gonna bother bringing.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
4.
Yeah.
It doesn't have. It's just vanilla.
Gotcha.
So no aim counter, so this still doesn't kill us. But there's the potential to combo now, which I even just consider. So I can block with this and then just go with a better resource, keep chain lightning in my deck still if I ever need it for lesson lines here, but so I'm starting to do math. Maybe I can kill here with a lesson flare line. So he's at 22. Have to do math really fast. With flare coming in for 5, lesson coming in for 9. That right there is already 14 damage, because if we have enough to note it, we could go for 9, but the minimum is
Calculating math here, 1 sec.
3 plus 6, and then the blazing would go in for 9 damage, which right there is 18, so it doesn't kill. So we got to go higher with buffs, which with these pots it helps us out. But you got to calculate the 2 that's going to be floating when we overpitch and go with the rags. We go ahead and overpitch with the rags and do that plan. And we're good. We've got the blue off the top, which is max resources that we can get for it. Currently we're sitting at 10 resources. Hot, Tunic,
1, 2, 3.
blue in our hand. Now we're going to 4 resources, and we can go ahead with a quad pump. Not quad pump, I kind of wish that was a thing, but using all 4 resources for double pump.
2 now. 1 now. Pay into it. So I had
2.
had 2 floating.
Re-verify the
4.
resources really quick.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that counts as 5.
Take 5.
I'll take 5. 18?
17.
7.
Gotta make sure that everything is lined up.
38. 35. 30.
29.
29.
26, 22, 17. 2 resources for 9.
You have 1 floating. Right?
So with lesson, we have everything on that one, plus the blue in our hand. We could even pump. We could even go further with like flare lesson line on the blazing if we really wanted to. Let's see, the 2 resources we put through the pump. would have been an extra. No, I think we're one short. So with that amount, it still doesn't matter. It's likely overkill. This is plenty enough right here. So we get the win. GG's.